Hello everybody, today we have Matchbox Mainline Mix 2 for 2025. This is much bigger and better than Mix 1. You have 3 new castings and 5 notable recolors. Maybe 6, and I say maybe because the first one we're starting with is the Target exclusive Chevy C10. That's why I said maybe. But this is a very nice release, the C10, whether it's red edition or not. Remember, these aren't chase pieces. I know people treat them like they are. It's kind of annoying. But oh well. But I like this red with the white two-tone. Of course, the red wheels and the white interior is a bit much. But I think it's a cool release. Whoa, hold on. What's weird is that this is from Mix 2, and there's an actual mainline release coming in Mix 3 in like a gold color. But I figured this would have been in the same mix, but it's not. So it's kind of its own thing. You got the C10 logo on the front fender, and you got your white trim down at the bottom, silver trim in the middle, red trim on the wheels, and then of course your white interior. Don't mind that on my finger. It's like I pinched it. Try not to draw attention to that, but it's always going to be facing the camera, so sorry about that. Very nice front end details. Headlight details look good. You got a red Chevy badge, which is interesting. They used to be blue in this era. And then your marker lights. Great release. Blue window. No, not blue windows. They're clear. Next up, we have the Tesla Model S. Now, I'm a little backwards in recording, and I just did the EV Drivers 5-pack. That video is probably already out. So, this, of course, was released before that, but I'm reviewing it after. And I have the EV Drivers variant right here. They look pretty good together. And this is another color that has already been used on the Y and the X, and now it finally gets done on the S, and it looks pretty good. The tinted multi-spoke wheels and all the same details that you saw on the 5-pack version. Oh, but different plates. This one's got the Tesla logo. This one's got the Tesla badging. Great color, very similar to the real color. It just needs to be a little like deeper, I'd say. Not so much darker, but deeper to have that black underlie to it. Another blue electric vehicle, the Karma Rivera. Kind of the rebrand of Fisker. I haven't really seen many of these around. I don't know if you can actually personally buy them yet. But it's a very cool car, and this is like a metallic frost blue. Very interesting. I assume it's based on a real color. You got no front badging, which is weird. Just a black grille. That's it. The headlights are lensed, part of the interior, which is very different for a Matchbox. I think I talked about that when this was a new casting. One of the best new castings of the year. I think I put it pretty high up there. Karma across the lift gate. Black spoiler, black trim on the rear, and taillights are done. Very nice. Black wheels on this one instead of the tinted chrome that the Tesla has. And overall, looks pretty good. There is an interior, just the window's very tinted, very luxurious. The door handles look weird on the casting, though. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, there's your Karma Rivera. Next up, a recolor of the BMW 3 Series Touring. I quite enjoy this casting. Always love a good touring wagon. And it's not opening very nicely. Here it is. Very nice blue metallic, beige kind of tan leather interior. Got a sunroof, no window tint though, so it looks kind of weird. A BMW should have window tint. You got the chrome multi-spoke wheels. Headlights look good. Grille detailing looks good, and then the lower grille detailing looks very good, very crisp. I like the little division there. Very good looking color, a very BMW color. This would look good with the M1 or the 1M. Is that Matchbox casting, or did they do the 2 series? I can't remember. Or the M2, the older one. I know they have the new M2, which is in the next mix, and I will review that too. But I can't remember if, yeah. Can't remember if they did the 1M or the M2 for the older body style. But this is what the color reminds me of. Very nice tally details and a license plate that's actually real and doesn't seem like it's a reference to anything. It could be a reference. It could be someone's initials, EE. But it just seems like a normal plate to me. Very glossy too. Got a little nib in it, but very glossy in comparison to the Tesla. Well, maybe they're about the same. Maybe the Tesla doesn't seem as glossy because it's darker. Next up, this is a recolor I was super excited for, the Infiniti QX80. Absolutely loved this casting from last year. I think I put this as my favorite debut casting last year. Oh. It debuted in like a charcoal gray, and this is the recolor in maroon, and I adore it. Got the off-road wheels on here. They work perfectly. Headlight detailing, grille detailing, silver trim everywhere, and then your black grille trim. Great color. It's very close to the real thing. I don't see very many in this color though. They're all normally white. Which I would love for Matchbox to do a white one, but I'm kind of burnt out on the white. I like this red, and I had Diecast Car Guru do a brown custom one for me. Looks amazing. This will look good next to it too. 4-wheel drive, QX80. This was the final generation of the QX80 to have a V8. The final body style, the final facelift to have the V8. Because for 2026 it has or 2025, starting 2025 it had the 6-cylinder, but you could get a turbocharged, or a twin turbo 6-cylinder, making 600 horsepower in this thing. Well, it looks a little different now, but same car. Pretty cool. I think that's better than the V8. It's more powerful. Twin turbo is always cool, which it's almost the GTR engine. It's based on the GTR engine. It's not identical, but in 2019, Subaru Forester also gets a recolor. Couple heavy hitters here between the Karma, the BMW, the Infiniti, and the Forester. All favorite castings of mine throughout the past couple of years. All the heavy hitters. The Forester getting this dark blue metallic with the black wheels, kind of emulating the sport trim, just without any of the actual sport trim. Which actually, yeah, could you get this dark blue on the regular ones? I don't think you could. I think it was a lighter blue. I think this dark blue was exclusive to the sport models, and kind of with the black wheels is what they're suggesting this is. But yeah, I love it. I love it. The headlight detail is still, I don't care for. The grille detailing is very crispy. And the lower fog lights and silver trim. Clear windows. There's your tail lights. Forester on the back. Well, there's no sport badging, so who knows. But they also probably just reused the same decal prints anyway, because there's no license plates. They didn't change anything. It's had the same decal print for every release. But I'm going to say that this is an attempt at the sport trim. Actually, I was going to look at the packaging, but the packaging is just basic too. So then there's 3 new models here. We're going to start with the Prius, because I'm not too crazy on it, honestly. We're going to compare it to the moving parts Prius, which I have right here. That's the debut color from Mix 8 last year. And this one I cannot get open. And here's your mainline Prius. So right off the bat, it's a little smaller, which shouldn't be too bad, but I don't feel like it's proportioned as well. Especially the windows. The pillar is very thick. At least the roof is better looking because it doesn't have that plastic to rub on it. But yeah, the roof pillar there is definitely a little thicker. But either way, I like that Matchbox is doing the new Prius. It's a very good looking car. I don't know what that is either. Very good looking car. Nice black trim. Is this a Prime? Yes, it is. Oh, well, yeah, that's a Prime badge. So this would all be painted gloss black, so it won't be textured. This isn't as bad as I was originally thinking it was going to be, but yeah, this pillar definitely throws it off, because that is a thick pillar, and it's definitely much thicker than the moving parts casting. By far. There's barely a B pillar here. Here too, but it's a little better. Hope you can see what I'm saying. But you got the tinted wheels like the Prime gets. You can see the full interior. The taillight decal is actually pretty crispy. The moving parts is much better quality, but it's just the grainy detail, which isn't too bad because there's no really graphics for it to mess up. It's just the black trim and the taillight, so it looks fine. They're both Primes actually, but the Prime I don't think should have the chrome wheels. Oh, the reflectors look better on the moving parts one too. Yeah, I mean the mainline is a mainline. Oh, but it's got the silver grille in the front like the Primes have. Who knows? Also, it's got these. Are those the tow hook covers on the front there? The mainline doesn't have it. The mainline also doesn't have this indent on the front grille there either. I wonder if they use the same interior piece and the same window piece. They could, but yeah, the mainline is significantly smaller. I mean, not significantly, but noticeably. Oh, and it's a lot thicker behind the window too, which it seems like they incorporated that little trim piece into the window there. You can see it's kind of decaled onto the window. This one they decaled onto the metal body. So very interesting that they're both designed like a little differently. But yeah, I think definitely the moving parts is better. They both still look off to me. The Tomica is definitely better, but the moving parts out of the Matchbox is definitely better. Wow, that pillar on the... Maybe it's because it's white that just really stands out, but I think it is thicker than the moving parts. Also, the screens are different. Why is this one tilted towards the passenger and this one's just straight on? That's weird. Anyway, moving on to the Dodge Charger Pursuit. Brand new casting for 2025. This is the facelifted current... not current anymore, but it was the current generation Charger. The Charger's the one becoming the EV, right? And the Challenger's just dead. Or is it the other way around? I can't remember. But it's nice that we finally get an updated Charger casting for the police because they've been using the pre-facelift and they've been using it a lot. I think it even had this deco at 1.2. But the one issue is this is a Hellcat wide body. This casting. That's the wide body flare. They never used Hellcat wide bodies for the police force. So, and it's got the hood scoop. Yeah, this isn't accurate. I mean, it's a great casting mostly. They're missing a little bit back here. Otherwise, it's great casting, but it shouldn't be a police car. It should not be a police car. The red interior also sucks, but this also gives me vibes to the late 2010s and kind of gives me nostalgic vibes. The disc wheels with the wide body just looks heinous. Just 23 Dodge Charger Pursuit. I wonder if they just took... Now, is the moving parts version of wide body. I can't remember. I wonder if they just took the proportions of that casting and like, oh, let's make it a mainline, and just totally forgot that, hey, they don't make police wide bodies. The cool thing about the police package, though, is that you could get all-wheel drive with the V8. On civilian models, it was all-wheel drive only on the V6. They did not do V8 all-wheel drive civilian models. So this is just a hodgepodge of everything because there never was a wide body all-wheel drive Hellcat. So, I mean, that's another interesting thing. Do they? Yeah, I think they are trying to emulate that this is all-wheel drive. Of course, you got your rear diff, but it's got a front axle too. It seems like they want to emulate that it's all-wheel drive. There's that, this confusion. And here is the Lexus LC500. And actually, all three new models in this case are actually very lackluster. The LC just happens to be the better of the three. And for a dollar car, the LC and the Prius aren't bad, but the Prius could be better when there is better. That's only $1 more from the same brand. The LC, I feel, looks a little weird. It doesn't seem as sleek. I think it's a little short. I think if it was a little longer, it would look better. And actually, while I'm on that thought, I have the... Well, I thought I did. I had the... Where is it? The X-Car Toys version. Well, I don't know what I did with it. Oh, it's right here. Here. Well, I'm on that thought. Let's get the X-Car Toys. So the X-Car Toys is going to be true 1/64 scale. Not a very fair comparison, but maybe the length will be a little more. At least I think it's true 1/64 scale. It kind of looks a little funky. Doesn't say. But let's compare it to the Matchbox. Yeah, you can see the length's definitely an issue. The interesting thing is they're the same width, which I also think is throwing it off. I'm not saying the X-Car Toys is great. I think it's better than the Matchbox, proportionally. Not just better because it's a higher quality model, although it does still have a plastic base. But I think the Matchbox looks a bit squished. But then again, so does the X-Car Toys. This cabin does not seem very big. And it's not supposed to be big. It's a freaking sports car. But, yeah, okay, why am I kind of reviewing that one? I think Matchbox did a good job for a $1 model. I just, if they lengthened it a little bit, it could have been so much better. Headlights look great. Lexus grille looks great. If you don't know about the LC500, by the way, it's one of my favorite cars. It's 500 always means good with Lexus or Mercedes because that means they have a 5-liter V8. Lexus has kind of moved away from that recently, besides the LC500, because the LX600 does not have a 6-liter V12. I know, well, in Mercedes terms, that's what that would mean. But it doesn't even have a V8. It's a hybrid 4-cylinder, right? Or 6-cylinder. No, I thought it was a 4-cylinder. No, the LX might be a 6-cylinder. The GX is a 4-cylinder. Either way, no longer do neither of them have V8s. The LC500 is and the IS500 are the final Lexuses with the V8. The RCF is still around. It's going to be done after this year, so unfortunately, there will only be 2 Lexuses remaining with a V8, and I don't think either of these cars are going to last very much longer. Though, while it's still news, I want to see an IS500 in 1/64. Actually, I just want to see that generation in general, because the Tomica one is atrocious. So, I want an LC500. I want I would love a real LC500, but I like the IS500 more. And I know that's weird to say because, oh, it's a sedan, it's boring. Yeah, but I like the IS. I think I like it more. But they got the interior done really well on these. I've sat in a bunch of these. Every time they're always at auto shows, I gotta tinker with them because I love them. And this is a great car. I mean, the color is not as deep as it should be, but it's a very intricate casting. There's a lot of lines on this car, and I think they got that down very well. Just the weird angles of this car. It kind of swooshes in here, you know, the taillights. I don't know. I'm making stuff up, probably. Am I trying to defend my likings of it? Maybe. It kind of looks like an RCF convertible. Proportionally with the Matchbox casting. The real car doesn't. But as the Matchbox casting, that's what it kind of looks like. Anyway, I'll stop complaining because I'm not even really complaining at this point. I don't know what I'm saying. We'll line all these up, and I'll say thank you all for watching. That looks awful. Hold on. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody. Let me know what your favorite is. Do you agree with my bashing? Most of you might. But let me know. See y'all next one, everybody. Bye for now.